So Joseph, we're recording now. So go ahead and repeat what you're just saying about what you think the people on our team in the UK need.
I think they need to craft their skills, and I think one of the things that is very important is how to invite is one of the core skills that you need in order to get as much exposure as you can in front of this opportunity. And by doing that, I think by crafting that, everything will change. I'm pretty sure about that. But you have to have the desire to do that, to learn those skills. This is one of them, but of course there are others as well, like the following up, which is one of the skills that I think are crucial as well, because we follow up every time. Even with people who are actually just already affiliates, we have to keep following up. We can't stop. Because we want to know where they are in terms of customers. We want to know where they are in terms of building, whether they're builders or not. So that, I think, is crucial.
All right, you just hit the two things we're going to train on today. They're the two most important things. One of the things Diane and I realized when we were in Vegas and we were talking to top leaders and trying to find out, what we can do to take our business to the next level. First of all, everybody was congratulating us on a great start and, doing so well. And, we're like, okay, but we feel like we could be doing even better. And one day we're coming down the elevator and we looked at each other, and after going through some of the training, the seminars, we're like, we've been doing everything wrong. We haven't done hardly anything right, and we're still having some success. Can you imagine when we start doing this right? And the one thing we really took away from that meeting was nurturing your customers. And whether it be an associate or a customer, you really gotta realize that we're getting paid here to create and maintain customers. And so when you help someone get the product, you got to schedule a time to follow up and help them open their kit, take them through. So part of our problem is we just expect people to be self-starters like we are, read the instructions, watch videos, figure it out. Well, most people are not like that. Most people need their handheld. Most people need private encouragement. So one of the things we really took away, and Diane's really taking a bull by the horns, is working with new people, scheduling. Hey, we ordered your product today. You should have it in 5 to 7 business days or whatever it is for your market. And when you get it, I want to walk you through it and help you get started. And then 3 days after they get started, call again. How's it going? How you doing? We did that with one couple, and she was having an issue, and she was basically going to quit using the product. But Diane found out what her issue was. Diane asked a question on a product information call that we have twice every week, got the answer, took it back, and the lady was able to make some adjustments to make the program work. So it's very, very important that we nurture our customers, stay in touch with them, recommend things. If somebody tells you they don't like the taste of the shakes, ask them, whoa, what are you doing wrong? Because the shakes taste great. Are you using water? Are you using milk? Are you using ice? Are you blending? Take some time to figure out what they're doing. Have them try a different flavor. Some people don't like a particular texture. So, get creative. It's your business. Make sure you take time to maintain and nurture your customers. So does that help, Joseph, to address that second issue?
Yes, I think I had actually an issue about the product, because basically I had one of the customers who said, well, I don't like the vanilla flavor. I chose the vanilla flavor because in the UK we were out of the strawberry one, so she couldn't order the strawberry one. And to be honest with you, I don't like vanilla as well. So I said, not to worry about this. If you don't like the flavor, send it back to them, right? And get the one that you like, the strawberry one. So it's not really a problem. They will be happy to replace it for you. It's not really a problem. And we have a customer service number. What I said to the lady is, if you want me to help you with that, I can do that as well. And she's actually thrilled about that. And obviously, she wanted more help about the cleanse. How do we do the cleanse and stuff like that, which I had some trouble myself when I started. But I just basically explained to her how the cleanse works, and also I just said to her, well, if you want more information about it, about tips about what you do on a day you're having cleanse. For example, some people ask me, do I have to exercise as much as I normally do when I'm taking the shakes? I said, no. Well, actually, you can do yoga on a cleansed day, which is quite a light exercise, and it's good. In fact, I've been doing yoga, and it's very good, and it's actually helping you to relax, to have mental clarity, and you actually have the Nourish for Life, which is helping you immensely. You have the Asionic in the morning, and it's just really very, very, very helpful to do it in that way. And just to read the tips as well that the company website is called on isogenicshealth.net, which is very, very helpful. So it's all good in that department. But I think what you say is really, really true. You have to nurture them and help them to make a decision about what's the best solution for them.
Excellent.
Hey, Chuck, this is Pete.
Yeah,
Can
Pete,
I
go
add
ahead.
a little bit to that?
Please.
Hey, Joseph, what I found out a lot of times is, and I've experimented with like the shakes and so forth, is I was talking to one customer not too long ago, and they were like, well, the vanilla, it's okay. But I says, well, do you like coffee? They like, yeah, well, I have my coffee every morning, and, I love coffee. I says, well, I've experimented with it because I didn't really like the vanilla myself. But now I love it because every morning I add 8 ounces of coffee instead of water to my vanilla shake, and it tastes just like a Frappuccino from Starbucks, and it does. I like the strawberry shake. A lot of people like more berry flavor, so I have the cleanse powder, and I add a scoop of the cleanse powder, which is a berry flavor, to my shake, which really makes the vanilla the strawberry even more berrier and tastes so much better. So I've done a lot of things where you're not adding any calories. The coffee has no calories. You're just adding the flavor, and the cleanse we use anyway. So I do a lot of experimenting, and I try to make it to where people really enjoy it without adding the calories to their shake.
Great input. Great input. All right, so let's shift gears for a minute here. I think that addresses serving your customers, because really that's where your residual income is going to come in. Not only you serving your customers, but teaching your team to serve their customers, because customers is what makes this business create massive residual incomes. And that's why you saw the incomes that you saw on the presentation I did just a few minutes ago. I want to shift the focus now to Herb and Patty Cepeda's site. One of the reasons they're the number one income earners in the company is they brought a system with them to Isogenics. 9 years ago, they created this system. They created Daily Call, and a Daily Call is the foundation of their system. Now, I know in the UK it's a little difficult because it's 4 of the 5 days it's on the phone, and so it's a little difficult to call in. We can create some adjustments. We can do a Zoom call where I can put the speakerphone on so you guys can hear through Zoom. We can do Facebook Live, so you let me know what you guys want to do. We can make that happen live, because I'm on this call live every day except Wednesdays. Wednesdays I have a morning Bible study. However, listen, all the calls are recorded. So like Joseph said earlier, before we got this training started, is you've got to invest in yourself. You got to get the skills necessary to be successful. The first skill you need is how to get set up, how to get started. Every Monday, Herb and Patty Cepeda or one of their top leaders teach you how to set up your week and how to get started. So if you go to besetfreelife.com and you come down just a little bit, you'll see the members only here. You simply click on that. Now, the first time you do this, you have to register, but as long as you're an associate of Isogenics, you put your associate ID number in, and then they let you register. All right, I'm already registered, so it took me right in, or it's going to. Come down to Daily Calls and click on Daily Calls. So, Joseph, this absolutely addresses what you were talking about Now, if you're not able to get on these calls live, which again, I will put these on Zoom for you. I will put them on Facebook Live. I'll work with you guys because they're 8:30 a.m. Eastern time, which is 7:30 a.m. Central time, which is my time zone. So it's like 6 hours ahead of that. So it's like 1:30 in the afternoon for all of you in the UK. So if that works for you, I can get you on live. If not, you can come back here and listen to these calls that are recorded. Now, they're usually a few days delayed. Like right now, you see last week's calls are up and ready to go. So you got the setting up the week call. You got the product information call, the how to connect. Joseph, that's what you were telling me people in the UK need is that skill, how to connect, how to invite. That skill is taught every Wednesday right here on Herman Pace's system. I was blessed to be the one who trained on it yesterday. Pete Hamby helped me, and Versal Shaw, one of our up-and-coming superstars, helped me. And so you're going to get the best of the best from the top Cepeda leaders teaching you everything you need to know about the business, including having the right mindset. And so this is where that information is at. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. It's right here. It's available for you. Scripts, emails, everything you need is right here. The other thing I would recommend is the IsaTools app. The IsaTools app has been a godsend. Let me give you an example. Say I'm at lunch with a friend. I'm showing that friend how because he got involved with me early on, he has a golden position in Isagenics. Many of you have people you pre-enrolled that are in the same boat. They've got golden positions now. They don't even know about it unless you tell them. So I told this guy, and I showed this guy how basically one of his two teams was done. I even spelled it capital letters, D-O-N-E, done. All he needs to do is get qualified on that side of his business and go build the other side of his business. With that, he got really, really excited. He's going to go do it now. But as I was teaching him this, a young lady came around our table, and she said, I'd like to do a little survey. Do you guys have a couple minutes? And we're like, no, we're kind of in the middle of business. Come back later. We'll do it. So literally later she came by, and she did a survey with the table next to us, and she started walking away. I said, ma'am? And she's like, yes. I said, we're ready now. And so she came over and did the survey for us. And as she was doing the survey, we were friendly. And I said, you know, ma'am, with your skills and personality, you would do really well in our business. Her eyes lit up, and she goes, oh, I am looking for another job. What do you got? I said, well, it's not a job. It's a business. And if you're interested, I can send you some information. So here she was wanting to give me her resume and do a job interview. And I'm like, no, it's not that. It's a business. And so right there, she gave me her phone number, and I put it in and I text her right then and there. This is very, very important. I text her right then and there. I said, make sure you got that. I want to make sure I put the right number in my system. And so she verified she got it, and she sent me a text back with her name. That is critical. How easy was that? Well, I come to find out that she's originally from Russia. She travels around the United States doing these surveys for a company out of L.A. She's based in L.A., right there under the nose of Kwang Soo Shin and Michael Weeder, my enroller. And so now I've got this young lady who's sharp as can be, not afraid to talk to people, obviously, who hates her job, who's looking for a way to replace her job. I told her, keep your job. Your job's great. It lets you travel all over the country doing these surveys. And in the meantime, you can be building your business. When your income replaces your current income, then you can flip and do this full time. So I use the IsaTools app to send her a couple videos. I send her a total about 7 minutes. After you've watched them, send me a text, and I will get back to you. We'll do a short little preliminary interview. That's the system, ladies and gentlemen. What I'll do in a preliminary interview is I'll have one of my teammates do a three-way call with me to where there's third-party validation. At that point, we're going to sign her up as a new customer and help her get started. So Dahir, that's how easy it is. You just simply live your life and let people know you've got a solution to their problem. The only way you're going to know they got a problem is if you listen and be interested in them. When they give you their problem, you simply say, I might have a solution for that. And then if they want you to tell them about it, you don't tell them. You get their information on how they'd like you to send them a video. Would you prefer I text it to you or email it? You ask them that. However they answer, you take that information and then you text or email them just to make sure you got the right information. They confirm it. They're right there. And then later, you can easily send them the correct video from the IsaTools app. Now, here's another thing. Joseph, you've lost some weight. You've got to be getting people telling you look great. Is that happening, sir?
Absolutely. I couldn't be happier. It's just my weight is shredding every single day, I think, now.
All right. So here's the deal. Let me give you a great training tip right now. Somebody says, Joseph, man, you look great. What are you doing? You tell me right now, what do you say? You're silent?
Yes. So what I tell them is basically they come up to me like that. I'll say, listen, you want to know more about it? Give me your telephone number or your email, and I'll send you the details. And you exactly know what I've been doing on all this time. How about that?
Is that what you're really doing, or are you actually telling them what you're doing?
No, that's what I'm doing.
All right, that's almost perfect. Can I tweak it just a little bit to make it even better?
Say that again?
I said that's almost perfect. Do you mind if I tweak it just a little bit to make it even better?
No, by all means, yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
All right, Joseph, do you agree I look pretty good? Joseph,
yes, of course, yes.
All right,
yes.
So you tell me, Chuck, you look great. What have you been doing?
Chuck, you look great. What have you been doing? What's going on, mate?
Hey, man. Hey, seriously, thanks for noticing. But I got to tell you, not only do I look great, I feel better than I look. But tell me, why do you ask?
I was just curious because I see that you don't look the same, the same guy I've known for the last 4 years or so. So that's why.
All right, great. Well, yeah, I'm feeling great.
Wow. So what are you doing with yourself?
Why do you ask?
Just curious.
No, seriously, why are you curious? Are you looking to lose some weight, or are you just writing a book? Why are you curious?
I'm actually, I'm just thinking maybe I need to lose some weight, actually, yeah.
Okay, time out. Do you see the significance of what I just did? I basically made him tell me a reason why. We're too fast to want to send them a video and stuff without finding out their why. We got to find out why they're interested. Why'd you make that comment? Are you just being friendly? If that's the case, that's cool, but don't think you got a prospect. What you want to do is when they say, hey, you look like you've lost some weight, tell me about it. Right away, ask them, why do you ask? It's the most powerful question. If you can learn to ask that question, then they're going to tell, well, man, I need to lose some weight too. Perfect. Then you're going to do exactly what you're doing, Joseph. You're going to say, well, give me some information. I'll send you a short video. I'll explain everything better than I can. Here's the key, though. Once you send somebody the video, Joseph, role play me again, and I've told you you look great, and you've now asked me why I asked. I said, because I want to lose some weight too. Let's start over. Tell me what you're going to do now. I've said I want to know too. I want to lose some weight. Joseph, now tell me what you're going to do.
Okay, great. Let me send you some information. Let me get your details and send you some information.
All right, can you text it to me?
Yes, I can text it to you. Absolutely. I can email it to you as well. How about that?
All right. Email's fine. globalchuck@gmail.com. globalchuck@gmail.com. All right?
Okay. Great. Awesome. I'll send it to you right away.
All right. Thanks, Joseph. I really appreciate it. All right. Now, Joseph, I'm going to turn your game up a whole notch, man. You're going to be rich when we're done. You ready? Let's turn that around, and you tell me I lost weight. I look great. Start over. Go.
Sorry, say that again. Say that again.
Turn it around. You tell me I look great. I lost weight.
Chuck, you look great. You lost some weight.
Hey, thanks for noticing. And Joseph, the cool thing is, not only do I look great, I feel better than I look. I feel absolutely amazing. I'm having the time of my life. Thanks for noticing.
Wow. Yeah. So what you been doing?
Oh, I'm glad you. Oh, why do you ask?
Well, actually, I'm just a little bit curious because I've been actually trying to shred those pounds as well for a long time. I've been exercising and all that sort of thing, but I don't seem to actually. It doesn't seem to help me what I've been doing. So that's why I'm asking you. Maybe what you're doing is what I should be doing.
Oh, fantastic. Well, let me tell you, instead of trying to explain it, I got a short video that'll explain a lot better than I can. Would you prefer I text you or email you the video?
Actually, you can text me or you can email it to me. I don't mind. I prefer email since I don't have a phone at the moment, so just email it to me for the time being.
Okay, what's your email address?
josephfont2008@gmail.com.
All right, let me make sure I got that right. josephfont2008@gmail.com.
That's it.
All right, I just sent you a test email. Can you just check to make sure you got it? I didn't really send it, but say yes.
Yeah, yes. Sorry,
okay, you got it? Great. Okay, I just want to make sure I have the right one. I'll send you that video in a couple minutes here. But let me ask you a question. It's about a 7-minute video. When do you think you'll have a chance to watch that? Because I want to be professional and follow up with you. Is that something you can do today, or will it be tomorrow?
I can do that tomorrow. Yeah.
Tomorrow. Okay, just help me out here. What will it be, morning or afternoon? I want to know when to call you.
Actually, evening is better. Actually.
All right, give me a time, and I will call you at that time. What time's good? 7 or 8 o'clock at night?
8 o'clock is fine. Yeah.
8 o'clock. 8 o'clock tomorrow night. So if I call you at 8 o'clock tomorrow night, you'll watch the video?
I would certainly have watched the video by then. Yes.
Okay, I want to make sure because I will call you and follow up, and I'll answer any questions you might have, and that'd be great. Okay, thanks a lot. I will call you tomorrow at 8 o'clock. I've got it on my calendar.
Awesome.
Hey, do me one more favor. I'm going to send you this email with the video. Would you mind just hit me back so I know you got it?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Do you see the difference between what I did and what you did, Joseph?
Yeah.
Buddy, I'm telling you, I wasn't doing this for the first 5.5 months. I just recently learned this. A master trainer in the industry has joined our team, and he's been training me on some of these details. That makes all the difference in the world. All the difference in the world. The way I got your information, the way I verified your information. I got a really sharp prospect information about a month ago, and I went to text him, and I called to make sure he got it, and it was the wrong number. So I don't know if I put it in wrong or if the guy gave it to me wrong, but if I had done it right there with him like I just did with you, I would have got the right information. You with me? And then how many times do you give somebody the information and then you go to follow up with them and they don't answer their phone, you can't get a hold of them? When I nailed down the follow-up time, it puts a sense of responsibility on you to watch the video, doesn't it?
Yes, exactly. I mean, this is, it's funny though, because I learned this from Jim Rohn, and this is very true. What is easy to do is also easy not to do.
Exactly.
You know, in other words, you know about this, but you end up not doing it. That's the trouble. You read different books about it. Eric Worre, different kinds of books about it. But you don't put it into practice because sometimes you're afraid of that rejection. Sometimes, or if you do it, you're not doing it right. That's the thing. Sometimes what happens. So,
Joseph, when this guy was training me, there's not a single thing he taught me that I didn't already know. But I wasn't doing most of it, and I was having a certain level of success. But then my team was not duplicating my success because they weren't able to do it without a system. So when you follow this system step by step and ask the right questions, and then when you come in with those questions being asked, I want to train you and I teach you those are the questions we ask, then it's duplicatable, and that's how you grow a monster organization. Does that make sense?
yes, it does, yes.
All right, here's the final piece. Let's act like my friend Pete was the one who actually contacted you. And so now Pete is the one doing the follow-up with you, okay? So tomorrow night comes. It's 7 or 8 o'clock, whatever time we agree to. So Pete does a call with you, but he has me on the phone with him, or I'm there ready knowing that he's doing a follow-up call with you. So immediately what's going to happen on that follow-up call is Pete's going to ask you a couple questions. Number one, he's going to ask you, What'd you like most about the video? Now, what he's doing is number one, he's kind of making sure you actually watched it. If he didn't watch it, he's going to insist that you watch it right then with him. We're not playing games here.
Yeah.
You with me?
Yeah.
After you've watched it, he's going to ask you again, what did you like best about the video? And then whatever it is you said, you're going to say, great, me too. Because seriously, this person's your prospect, so whatever they liked, you liked, so you're being honest when you say me too. Would you agree?
I agree. Listen, one thing I was going to say, Chuck, I think for the purposes of duplication, that's very important. You know, when, in terms of sending the videos, because there's so many videos that we have, right? Now, in terms of duplication, what are the two? I mean, I use the 12 minutes video to send to prospects.
Never. Not anymore. Not anymore, but keep going.
Yeah. I send that. I send the live set Be Free on the website by Harvey and Petty Cepeda. I sent that video. What else do I send? And then basically I just send my link, the link that I have.
Oh, buddy. You're doing all the things I was doing, and you're doing it because I probably taught you all wrong as far as having tremendous growth. And we're having tremendous growth right now. Let me tell you what you send. If they're 35 and under, you send them the Start Your Life video. If they're millennial, you send them the Start Your Life video. If they're 35 and older, you're sending them the Are You Toxic? Or you're sending them to the BeSetFreeLife.com where they can watch that 7-minute video on Herb and Patty Cepeda's site. Those are the only 3 videos you're sending them.
Yeah, it's just the thing. Yeah, because there were so many videos. I think what it will be helpful is to agree which videos we should be sending in the UK for the UK team. So then we have the right duplication with that. So nobody's actually sending different videos. Everybody's on the same page. Because if we do that, all of us do the same thing, that will help tremendously, definitely. And obviously, I'll be happy to do that. I mean, help them to duplicate the same way what you're doing tonight, of course.
Can you see the screen here on my phone, or is it just all whited out?
Can't see very well, actually.
All right, well, that's my IsaTools app right there. That's what you want to get everybody in your team using, is this IsaTools app.
Actually, that's the app I've been using. That's what the videos I've been using.
See that Transform Your Life video right there?
Yeah.
That's the video you use if they're 35 and older. And then you use the Start Your Life video if they're 35 and under. So those are the 2 videos I'm using. And then I also will use the BeSetFreeLife.com site, that video up there. Those are the only 3 videos I use with a prospect. Start Your Life if they're under 35. Transform Your Life if they're over 35. And with both of them, I'll also use the Be Set Free Life. All right, let's keep going here. I don't want to bog down with the details. We can go through more details later one-on-one. But are you with me so far?
Yeah.
So that's the video I would have sent you. In this example, Pete sent it to you. And so Pete is going to follow up with you. Pete's going to ask you a couple questions. Number one, he's going to ask you, what did you like most about the video? Whatever you say, Pete's going to say, great, me too. Then he's going to ask you, okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being you're not interested at all, you can't even believe you answered the phone when I called, to 10 being, hey, I'm ready to get started right now, where would you say you fall right now? So just give me an answer.
8.
8, great. I love it. That's about where I was too. I saw this thing right away. What I want to do is I want to introduce you to my teammate. I told him I was going to be talking to you, and he's standing by. So hold on just a minute. Let me get him on the phone. Now, I don't use a teammate's name, and I don't ask your permission. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have 2 or 3 people actually on standby, and I'm going to text all of them to see who's available right then. And the first one who calls me back, that's going to be the teammate that I use. And I'm going to do a 3-way call. This is the critical piece for duplication that we're missing, because new people can't answer questions. They can't overcome objections. And we're asking them to do all that, and they're getting bogged down. And unless they're a superhero like Dahir and others that are willing to do whatever it takes to be successful, most of them are falling by the wayside. And so you got to get them set up to do the 3-way call. So at this point, Pete has asked you, what'd you like best? You said whatever. He said, great, me too. Then he said, on a scale of 1 to 10, where do you fall? You said 8. Great. He now puts you on a call with me. He introduces me. Here's how he introduces me. He doesn't say, oh, Chuck is a 2-star Golden Circle executive who made over $10,000 last month. All true. He doesn't say that, though. None of that means anything to the prospect. They don't know what a 2-star Golden Circle whatever is. And the money's not important either, because if you start putting money into it, how does that compare with a Herb Spade who made $208,000 last month? So you don't want to talk about money or ranks because that means nothing. What you want to say is this. Chuck and his wife, Diane, are in this business, and they are having the time of their lives. And they've got a very unique perspective on this business. Now, that's true for all of us. If you're not having fun with this business, you're not doing it right. And so anybody can edify you. You're having the time of your life. That's what people want. They want to have fun. And then also, you mentioned that they have a unique perspective. Well, that's a positive way to look at it, but it applies to all of us. We all have our own unique perspective of this business. Now, I have a very unique perspective because I've become from being the number one income earner of 4 different companies. I've had an international business with 80,000 people. So I have a very unique perspective. But you don't have to give those details. All of us have a unique perspective. So that edification script right there works for everybody. It's duplicatable. They're having the time of their life, and they have a unique perspective on this business. That's how you leave it. You might mention they're a good friend, or you trust them, or they're a family man, something kind that you know about the person, but that's it. And then Pete, after introducing me, is going to zip it and not say another word unless I ask him to say something. All right, Joseph, I've got you on the call now. I've just been introduced to you by Pete. You don't know me other than you know I'm having the time of my life, and I've got a unique perspective on the business. Are you with me so far?
Yes.
I'm going to ask you this question. I'm going to say, Joseph, how long you known Pete?
Yeah, about a year.
Awesome. Great guy. I've known Pete for a long time myself, over a decade. He's become one of my best friends in the world. In fact, he and I have a unique situation. We both had our first grandson on the exact same day, and it just furthered our bond, and we travel the world together. I just love Pete. So, Joseph, what do you do professionally?
Well, at the moment, what I'm doing is I'm a lawyer, but I'm just doing some consultancy at the moment.
All right, great. That's exciting. Do you like what you do?
Yes, I do.
Good. That's always nice to like what you do. In fact, I love what I do. It doesn't even feel like I work. I guess Pete showed you a video, and you saw something that caught your interest. Was there anything in the video that was of particular interest that piqued your interest, or what did you like best?
I think what I liked best was the products. They seem to work with people. I mean, I saw the images, I saw the lifestyle that people have after they try the product, the transformation. So that's something to make notes when you see something like that.
Yeah, great. Me too. That's funny that you say that, but that's the same way I felt when I watched that video. So let me ask you a question, and Pete may have asked this already or not, I don't know, but on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being not interested at all and 10 being, man, I'm ready to get signed up, let's go, where would you say you fall right now?
Yeah, well, I mean, in terms of starting the product, using the product, yeah, I would say 8. I would like to use the product and see whether that will work with me or not. And obviously, I've seen the presentation that it says that 30 days money back guarantee. So if I don't like it, I could always return it, as I've seen in the presentation.
All right, now let's pause out of character for a minute, because I've got 2 more questions on my script. But he just told me he's ready to order the product. So I'm not going to go through the rest of my script. We're going to take the order. We're going to set his account up right now. Did you guys hear that? He said he's ready to try it. So sometimes we talk him out of sale. So as soon as he just said he's ready to try the product, we're done talking. Now, Pete is a veteran, so I'm just going to turn you back to Pete and have him set up your account. And, man, welcome to the team. I'm really excited to work with you. Boom, done, over. You guys with me?
Yep. Now,
had you not said that, had you just said you were an 8 and stopped there, then I would have said this. Well, I got a couple questions for you. First question is, do you have just a few minutes? I can share my story with you real quick?
Yeah.
All right. Then I would share my story with you. My story basically is simple. I come from a corporate background. I made pretty much money at an early age in life, did quite well in corporate America, but I never had any security in that. There was no residual income. Every year, every month, every week, I had to start over. There was no long-term residual income. And I always want to be an entrepreneur, and I wanted something that would create residual income so I could build something one time and basically live off that the rest of my life. That's where I come from. And I also had a great product experience. When I used this product, my first couple months, I got down to my high school weight, and I have felt great ever since. I just absolutely love the product. So right there, I kept my story about, what, a minute and a half, 2 minutes? But I shared my story, and I hit on some hot buttons that I thought might relate to Joseph because he's an attorney. He doesn't have any residual income as an attorney. And so I know I'm hitting on some hot buttons there with my story. You guys with me?
Yep.
Here's the magic of the three-way call. It might be a little hard for Pete to ask for the order, but it's not hard for me. I don't know, Joseph. So at this point, I'm just going to basically say, is there anything else you need to see or hear before you're ready to get started?
No. I just want to try the product, see how it goes, and take it from there.
All right. Well, like I said earlier, Pete is one of our top leaders. He knows what he's doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it back over to Pete. He's going to help set up an account for you. And I want you to stay in touch with me. Let me know how you do. And, man, we just wish you the best success. So, Joseph, thanks a lot. So here's the deal. If I'm doing a three-way call for you, it's my job to close that for you. But then I turn it back to you if you know what you're doing. If you're brand new, I'm gonna do it all. I'm going to take them all the way through the order process. I'm going to get that order in the system before I let the person go. Now, if they're not ready to order, say he's not an 8, say he's a 5 or a 6 or a 7, at that point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get him to the next presentation. Joseph, that's where you use the 12-minute Eric Cooper presentation. That's the presentation. That's when you get him to the Zoom call or a recorded Zoom call to get them to the 8, 9, or 10 where they're ready to actually get started. You guys with me? This is so powerful.
Okay. Yep.
So my job as your success coach is either to get them enrolled or get them to the next event, which can be the Eric Cooper 12-minute presentation video. It could be a live event. It could be a Zoom call. It could be in the next video. It's just the next event is my job to get them in the process to where they go from whatever number they're at to the next number. Now, if the person tells you they're a 2, 3, or a 4, don't bother me with a three-way call. They're not interested. Here's what I do. If they tell me they're a 2, 3, or 4, I just go right back at them. I say, Joseph, first of all, tell me you're a 2.
Yeah, I'm a 2.
A 2. Yeah. Okay, that's funny. I appreciate that. I appreciate you being honest with me. Let me tell you from my experience. When my friends tell me they're a 2, that typically means they're not interested, but they're just trying to be polite. Would you say that's the case with you?
I guess so. I guess I just being polite. Yeah.
Okay, and that's fine. But you don't have to be polite with me. You now know what I do. You've seen the video. And so all I ask at this point is if you find somebody who's interested in better health or might be helped by some of the solutions I can offer with my company, could I ask you to please refer me to them?
Absolutely. I'll give you any referral you want. No problem.
Okay, great. Do you see how I handle that? Now, here's what's going to happen. A lot of times, Joseph's going to say, oh, yeah, I said a 2, but I'm not really a 2. I need some more information. You guys with me?
Yeah.
So at that point, I don't get the three-way call on there because he told me he's a 2. So now I'm going to send him the I keep calling him Eric Warren, the Eric Cooper presentation or another video that I think will be of interest to help him get from a 2 to a 5 or a 6. I want my person to be a 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9 before I put him on the phone with my success coach. All right. Yep. I hope this has been helpful. I learned a lot of this from the trainer. He's a super trainer that's joined our team recently. And it's all basic stuff. It's like Joseph said, I knew all this, but I wasn't doing it. And so knowledge without action is really worse than ignorance. Now you know, now it's your job to do. So if you'll follow these simple steps and these scripts, you can build a massive organization because it's totally duplicatable. Any questions or comments before we stop our recording?
No, that's much. Yeah, okay. Yeah, basically what I was trying to say, Chuck, is that people have to remember why they're doing this. If you don't connect with your why every single day, you don't basically exactly what you want your life want to look like in the next 1 year or 2 years, 5 years. If you don't have a plan, guess what? It's not really going to get nowhere. So it's very important you connect with your why every single day.
Joseph, let me show you my why right here.
Awesome.
Crystal clear, read it every day, morning and night. And as that becomes a habit, that why stays in my forefront, and it motivates me to move forward at a Mach 1 speed. I want to cover a couple more things real quickly here. We'll make this our training package of the month. But basically, I want you to see when you go into your back office. Hold on a second, I'm going to pause this for just a second. All right, so what I did is I went to isagenics.com. I logged into my back office. In my back office, I clicked on resources, and then I went to IsaTools. Now, I don't think this desktop version is available in the UK yet, but you can get the mobile app version of the IsaTools. I highly recommend you get everybody on your team using the IsaTools app. It's highly, highly important. The script that I used for the three-way call tonight on the training, that is available at teamofhope.com. If you go to teamofhope.com and you go down to I thought it was in August. I'll put a new one up in August, but I'll put the three-way call questions right there, so we're all using the same questions. And then lastly, what I want to show you is I mentioned earlier on the bsetfreelife.com. Let me get there real quick. bsetfreelife.com. Member login. I showed you earlier the daily calls. When I did the Monday Getting Started Right call, the Send Your Week Up call, all I did is this new associate guide right here. New associate guide, getting started. Oh, wait a second. I'm not sharing my screen. Let me share my screen. Sorry. You guys need to tell me when I'm messing up like that. All right. So I went to bsetfreelife.com. I clicked on member access. I logged in. You got to get in there one time, get registered, and they'll approve you. You just got to give them your associate ID number, and they'll approve you once they check and verify you're on Herb Spada's team. And then when you log in, this is what you're going to see. We talked about the daily calls earlier. They're so important. Come over here to New Associate Guide right here, New Associate Guide, and click on Get Started. This is it right here. Got here, Joseph, team, this is it. Right here.
Yep.
Everything you talked about needing, it's right here. Even the how to make 5K in 5 weeks is right here. These are the steps. This is what when they asked me to train on the Getting Started on Every Week, this is what I train on right here. It's everything you need right there at your fingertips, right there on bsetfreelife.com. So we don't have to reinvent the wheel. All we got to do is use the wheel. And I apologize. As a leader, I apologize for not figuring the wheel out sooner and using it more effectively. But I've given it to you today, and so now it's on you. You need to just start using the things we taught today and use it yourself, teach your team to use it, and your team will duplicate, and you will be successful. One more thing I learned in the last couple weeks. I was actually at a private reception with Jim and Kathy Coover and Herb and Patty Cepeda, Kwang Su, Michael Weeder, the group. And after Jim and Kathy Coover and Travis Garza left, Herb and Patty Cepeda did a training. And what they trained on was the compensation plan and the strategy to maximize the compensation plan. I've taught all of you to put 10 in your team leg, and then after that, go build your focus leg. And that's what I thought I heard Herb and Patty Cepeda teaching in the beginning. Here's what I heard, and I know I heard it right this time. The first thing you teach everybody is to become a consultant. Everybody puts one on the right, one on the left. That's the first thing they do. And don't talk to me until you do that, because nothing matters till you do that. Now, if the person's married, recommend they put their spouse on the focus leg. If you don't know the difference between a team leg and focus leg, get with the person that's helping you and they'll teach you. The team leg you're going to get some help with. The focus leg is primarily your responsibility with our help. So, first person can be your spouse on the focus leg. Then your next person is the first prospect on the team leg. That makes you a consultant. Do not pass step 1 until you achieve that step, which is become a consultant. Once you're a consultant, here is the difference. Herb Cepeda teaches a strategy which will create massive momentum for your organization. If you are a leader and you are able to put 10 people in your business in the first 60 days, then you should put all 10 of those people, after you're a consultant, all 10 of those people down your team leg, and teach your 10 to do the same if they are able to put 10 in their first 60 days. That in first 60 days is what I was missing before. I didn't hear that. So I was teaching everybody to put the first 10 down the team leg after they went consultant. The problem is, for a lot of people, putting 10 in was such an enormous task that they kind of gave up. They thought they'd never get it done. They'd never make any money. So if a person doesn't fully believe and know that they can get 10 in the first 60 days, don't ask them to put 10 down the team leg. Have them do 1 right, 1 left, 1 right, 1 left, 1 right, 1 left. Let them build both sides slow at their pace. Only the movers and shakers that think they can get 10 or more in the first 60 days, they should put 10 down their team leg, because that will create massive momentum. What Herb and Patty Cepeda teach is get the 1 leg done. Put the 10 in and get it done. Then spend the rest of your career building the other leg. In 2 to 3 years, you can live off the residual for the rest of your life. But a couple significant differences from what I was teaching to what I'm now teaching. Number 1, first step, become a consultant. Don't even talk to me about what you're going to do, how fast you're going to go executive, how fast you can become an ISA millionaire. Become a consultant. Before you do that, don't talk to me about nothing else. Once you're a consultant, then we strategize. Are you going to build this big and fast? Can you put 10 customers in your first 60 days? Are you sure you can? If you are, put them all 10 down the team leg. If you're not sure you can, then mix it up. Build both legs, make some money. Do you understand the subtle differences from what I just taught you from what I was teaching you? Because they're huge. When I heard it right from Herb and Patty Cepeda a couple weeks ago when I was in Vegas, I'm like, oh my goodness, that's what I needed to share with my team, because I got too many people that don't believe they can put 10 in, so they just quit. If you don't think you put 10 in, just build it slowly, side by side, make a little money till your belief level's up, then go put 10 in to build a massive momentum, and then build the other side of your business for massive wealth. I hope that helps. God bless you. And, man, let's just apply what you learned, and we'll see you at the top. God bless you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.